So if everything is fixed, shall we start?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, just give me 1 minute.
Can you guys hear any background sounds on my end?
No, no, everything is fine.
Okay, that's good.
Yes. Hi everyone, welcome to another AMA, and this time with DeFi. And joined today our guest, Miss Sonali. She is the global head at DeFi. Hi Sonali, how are you?
Hi, guys. Nice to meet you. Yes, my name's Snally, a global head of ecosystems at DeFi, and thanks for having me.
Pleasure to have you here, Sonali. So before we start, basically we are doing this AMA to let everyone know everything related to DeFi. So before we get into this AMA, we have divided this AMA into two segments. The first segment will be the introductory part, followed by we'll give the audience who are watching us live if they have any questions related to DeFi. Yes, so shall we get into this AMA properly?
Yeah, let's get started.
Okay, yes. So let's just start with DeFi. First, you can tell us about yourself and how you got started in DeFi.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I started in the crypto space around 2017, and I just started learning about crypto, and I was just fascinated by the decentralization of it, and that you didn't need any governments, banks, or middlemen to approve any of your transactions. And so, yeah, I started to essentially teach educational workshops on crypto around this time in person. So they were in person workshops, and we had like anywhere between 40 to 60 people. Sometimes people have to like stand in the back because we didn't have enough chairs. But it was great. So I did that for quite some time. And then I also became the first female to produce the very first blockchain yacht cruise conference. So basically, a conference on a boat and on the west coast of Canada. And that was it was a sold out event. I was just wanting to feature different industries that were trending in the blockchain space. And then from there, I started getting invited to do some public speaking on the topics to different events. And then a little while later, I was essentially recruited for DeFi, and I've been with them ever since. And they're just a incredible project. I know I probably sound super biased saying that because I work with them, but they're probably one of the best teams I've worked with in a really long time.
Amazing to hear how you got started in DeFi. So before we dive deeper, can you explain to us what is DeFi in a nutshell? What makes it a sociofi and antivirus app?
I just want to make sure. Can you guys hear any background sounds on my end?
No, no, everything is fine.
Okay. All right. That is good. So yeah. So in terms of like DeFi, yeah. So DeFi, like DeFi is a super app, and it offers like just a number of unique but very valuable features. It's essentially like a portfolio manager dashboard. Now, so the reason it's a super app is because it does like a number of unique things, but it's a portfolio manager dashboard that helps you track all of your crypto DeFi positions across a large selection of chains, including non-EVM chains as well. It also just makes it easier to find the best DeFi opportunities with our tool called Explore Yields. Plus, it also has a unique security system called the Crypto Antivirus that's built into the dashboard, designed to alert you of any risky tokens and smart contracts, and you can revoke from and essentially cancel those approvals to protect your funds in the end. And then we also have the social fi, section as well. And the social fi, we recently just launched this. It's completely new, and now it allows users to create their own profile, have followers, build a community, earn points, and also gain rewards. So your profile is associated with your very own smart contract. And it's just a great way if you want to start building a community in the DeFi space. This is a great way to do it. And I think with this, we're essentially just gamifying the onboarding process of Web3 and DeFi, making it just a lot more fun to learn how to protect yourself and also engage with DeFi in a more meaningful way.
Thank you for that, Sonali. This will definitely help us take this AMA forward. And you just mentioned about the socio profile. As I was going through the profile, everything you guys have on Twitter. My next question is that why is everyone going crazy about the DeFi social profile you just mentioned?
So yeah, I'd say it's pretty crazy. I'd say like how many users are signing up for the DeFi social profile. In just the past 7 days, we had 14,000 new users sign up, and I remember in the beginning, our team was like a little bit overwhelmed with all the requests to get access to the social profile, because so right now the social profile has a bit of an exclusive I'd say entry, because the only way you can create an account is if you receive a code from somebody from the team, or you are able to access somebody's referral link. So right now you can't just go on there and create an account for yourself. You need some sort of like special approval, either through a code, special invite code, or a referral link. So I remember we had like over 3,000 people in one day asking for an invite code. And so our team was a bit overwhelmed trying to distribute these codes. We tried our best. Okay, sorry, there was an audio playback there.
Yeah, yeah.
So sorry, I think there's something wrong with the audio right now. I notice it's starting to repeat what I'm saying.
No worries. Let me just see if there is any troubles from my end. Just give me 1 quick minute. No, everything is fixed from my end.
Okay, we'll try it again.
Are you still facing the same problem?
Yes, I'm still audio playback.
Oh, I think there is some echo from either side.
Yeah, I'm hearing you repeat yourself, like as if your audio is repeating itself twice, and then I'm just hearing my audio.
Just 1 minute. Let me see what why is. Sorry for the delay. Let me just quickly re-enter the meeting. Hey, are you still facing the same issue?
Let's see.
I have fixed my mic again.
I'm hearing you repeat yourself, and I'm also still hearing the audio playback.
Well, I'll tell you to just leave the meeting and re-enter and then see because everything is fixed from my end. Hello.
Okay, all right, let's try this.
Okay. By
Seems
any
okay.
chance, have you opened the Binance Live link on some other tab or something?
Yeah, I noticed that I had the Binance Live opened on two tabs. So maybe because it's live streaming, maybe that was causing the repeat.
Right, right. So that was the reason you were hearing my voice twice.
Okay, all right. So I closed all the Binance tabs now. So now we just have this.
Yes. Let's just start again. And so you were telling us about the DeFi social profile.
Yeah, so just mentioning the DeFi social profile. Yeah, I mean, it was just crazy, like how much it was just blowing up online and all over Twitter. I mean, I remember at the time we weren't doing any paid ads. We weren't paying for anyone to even really push it, and it was just insanely overwhelming um how viral it was becoming. And so I remember we had like over 3,000 requests for invite codes in order for people to create a DeFi social profile. And I remember our team was quite overwhelmed, and it was taking them quite a few days just to get to every request. Hopefully, we got to everybody. But yeah, so the DeFi social profile is it's a great way for where users can create a profile. It creates a smart contract for you that's associated with your profile. You can earn points for engaging various actions like swaps, scanning smart contracts, inviting others to check out DeFi, and also engaging the dashboard and more. So we have a leaderboard that displays users with the most points and followers. We send out prizes and special rewards to top ranks of the leaderboard. And so, I mean, I think this is just a great way to onboard a large portion of new users into Web3 into DeFi, and it's just gamifying the whole process because it's making it fun, and it's making it fun to uh, yeah, making it fun like for the process, and it just allows people to just like enjoy learning how to protect themselves and also how to protect their assets and earn points and build a community. So it's almost like you're being rewarded to learn how to protect yourself and also to build a community. So to do things that you would normally do anyways, but this way you get rewarded. And so I think the more people can dabble and learn how to use these tools is great. And so we're seeing a really incredible positive response to this so far. Yeah, so it's great. So I think you have a DeFi social profile link. So maybe we could also invite users right now to check out, to sign up on your DeFi social profile link. I believe it's in the description. And this is how we're going to be selecting some winners today for today's AMA.
Indeed, I mean, and we have also, like you just mentioned, we have also provided the link, and if they, it is a mandatory task to get the reward. They have to click on the social profile link and create a social profile. Yes, so now let's just talk about the DeFi dashboard. Can users bundle and browse multiple wallets at the same time when using the DeFi dashboard?
Yeah, so when users are using the DeFi dashboards, this is what's really great about DeFi, and like I think what separates us from other dashboards is so users can bundle multiple wallets. So you can bundle a bunch of EVM wallets, of course, so your MetaMask and hard and cold wallets. But you can also bundle it with Cosmos, Cardano, and Tezos, wallets, and so you can have like bundle 1 and 2 where it's just EVM and just non-EVMs, or a third one that shows everything. But it also, what's really cool about the bundle wallets is that it allows you to help manage maybe wallets for your family, or wallets for friends that maybe would appreciate some support around managing this. So you can name some wallet bundles after your family or family members, and assist with managing that. This also works for even like VCs. If a VC manager is wanting to just manage some client wallets, they can use this for that as well.
Thank you for sharing some light on the DeFi dashboards. My next question would be, what sets DeFi apart from other DeFi dashboards?
So I would say DeFi is I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with dashboards like DBank, Zerion, Zapper, these sort of like dashboards that help you track all of your cryptos and everything. So I'd say DeFi is a more advanced version of these, and the reason I say this is because what makes it unique is that it's not limited to just EVM chains. It also supports chains like Cosmos, Cardano, Tezos, and more, because a lot of these popular dashboards are very limited to just EVM only. And of course, as we all know, DeFi is not limited to EVM. DeFi exists in almost every ecosystem. So plus DeFi also offers like I'd say very advanced security systems and tools that alert you of major exploits before they happen, so that users, that's also like user friendly and free to use. So this is also, I think, a really great, a unique feature that also sets us apart from other dashboard. Um, DeFi is also the creator of the world's largest REC database. So if anybody wants to research any crypto exploits, they can now do so from a very reliable resource. And also, plus, our SocialFi is onboarding new users from around the world at the moment, which is essentially just inspiring a new layer of Web3 adoption.
Amazing. I mean, we'll come on to Reg database as well. So let's just talk about some recent announcements. So DeFi recently announced the world's first crypto antivirus suite. So can you tell us about what this is all about?
Sure. Yeah. So we recently announced the crypto antivirus for several chains. And let's see. I wonder if I can screen share. Let's see.
Oh, yes, you can.
Okay. So, but yeah, as this is sort of like getting pulled up, yeah. So like, we recently like announced the crypto antivirus for several different chains, and so the crypto antivirus is essentially like it's a suite of security tools that are carefully designed to protect you from rug pulls, honeypots, and like other crypto exploits. Here, I'll share my screen. Chrome tab. Yeah. So, as you can see here, and so this is the crypto antivirus for this particular article. Like we recently we launched it for Phantom, but we've also launched it for like Arbitrum and ZK Sync, Polygon. So there's actually a lot of media. Like if you were to just type in DeFi crypto antivirus, you'll probably see a bunch of articles on us that have been featured. So this one's from like CoinDesk, but there's many more from like Cointelegraph, TechCrunch, and these kinds of things. But yeah, so the crypto antivirus is a set of security tools. So it's a set of 3 security tools. One's called the Shield, the Scanner, and there's also the Rec database as well. And so the way the Shield works is that it's a tool that will automatically scan your wallets, alert you of like risky tokens. It allows you to revoke permissions and cancel those approvals, essentially protecting you in the process so that your funds don't get stolen. This and the way this works, it will scan the smart contract code and it looks for any vulnerabilities in the code itself that are very known for being exploited and could end up with a major issue. The scanner I would say, is an advanced smart contract scanner with like over 150 security detectors, and it's not limited to just scanning tokens and NFTs. The DeFi scanner will scan just about any smart contract type. Also lets you know if there's any governance associated with the smart contract. It offers dynamic and static analysis with liquidity analysis as well, and it's the best tool in the market, finally available for everyday users to check safety of any token, NFT, or even staking contract. So that's essentially, I would say, our crypto antivirus in a nutshell.
Thank you for taking us deep into world's first crypto antivirus suite. So before I get into the next question, there is some interruptions from my end. I'll just take 2 minutes. Sorry for the interruptions. Sorry, Sonali, there is some interruption from my end. I'll just quickly fix it.
Sure, no problem. Hey guys, how are we doing so far?
Hey, can you hear me? Hello, hey Sonali, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sorry for the interruption. There was some issue from the Binance Live itself. Now I just got it fixed.
Okay.
Yes. So before the whole, you were telling us about the world first crypto antiware suit, and now which brings my attention to Rect database. So as you just mentioned about the Rect database, so can you share some
Sure.
light on how this is used?
Yeah, I just want to show. So this is what the shield looks like. And so when users are on the dashboard, they can come directly here to the shield, and it gives them a security score of their like portfolio. So you know like how much of your investments are at risk. And then here you can just like click on what is getting flagged. It provides you information about what is the issue exactly, unverified source code for, for example, here, privileged withdrawal access. And then what it'll do is it'll tell you information about the risk. It'll even give you an example of a project that was exploited as a result of that specific type of vulnerability. And so when you click on here, for example, it'll actually take you to the rec database. So uh, yes. So I'll click off of here. But yeah, so this is the rec database. And the rec database is this. So DeFi is the creator of one of the world's largest databases of crypto scams, crypto exploits. And often this is a really valuable, I'd say, tool because it's one of the most reliable resources that people have access to today. Like if you want to research a specific type of, say, exploit, and you want to understand like what happened, what was the problem, what caused this project to get attacked, so you could research, you could just type in the project here and it'll pull it up, right? And so it'll show you information about that particular project, what exactly happened, summary, block data. It'll even give you all the links, to allow you to do a deeper dive, everything from their Telegram, GitHub, you name it. So a lot of, I'd say, people that work in security use this tool, Or we also notice that there's a lot of the media publishers like CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, TechCrunch, even Forbes, whenever they're writing a story on a crypto scam or exploit to obviously, um, you know, make the public aware of this, they'll do this research through the REC database because it's one of the most reliable sources at the moment. So that this is the REC database. It's absolutely free. Anybody can use it, and yeah.
Yes, and this DeFi Rex database sounds pretty interesting. And yes, so we had a long chat about DeFi, everything related to social profile, DeFi dashboards, words, crypto antivirus suite, and yes, lastly, Reg database. So I can imagine DeFi must have some good investors and partners. Can you tell us little about who's backing DeFi?
Yeah, and like in terms of our backers, absolutely. So I feel like this is better to probably show you. So let me go to.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so with DeFi, we have quite a lot of backers. I'd say we have over 500 backers, investors, and also partners. Here we go. I'll show you here. Yeah. So this is just an example, so anyone can like come to our DeFi page and just click on where it says company, go to like investors, and you'll be able to have a general idea of who some of our backers, investors, and also partners are. Right. So here for like, these are just some of like our, I'd say, investor angels. We have, Justin Lee from Coinbase, former Binance chain director, founder of Synthex, founder of Paraswap, and even Tyler from Hobie are just a few of our many backers, I would say. And we also have investors for exchange investors. So that's why, because we recently launched a token. And so some of the exchanges that are investors, of course, we're going to be working very closely with around its listing.
Great to see the investors and the backing DeFi has. And now let's just talk about the most awaited part, the DeFi token sale. Tell us about the DeFi awaited token sale. And this sounds super interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd say this is a very exciting time right now, because I'd say for the past 3 years people have been like deeply and eagerly waiting for the DeFi token for the DeFi token sale, almost every day asking when is this going to happen. So yeah, we're really excited, and we're very like proud to like finally announce that the DeFi token public sale has just recently been announced, maybe in the last couple weeks. And so here we have the DeFi 2.0. And so we're inviting everybody to join the DeFi 2.0 revolution. And the reason it's a revolution is because we're now becoming so much more than a super app. It's becoming very big. It's almost like we're becoming the the WhatsApp, or sorry, the WeChat. Yeah, the WeChat, but for DeFi and Web3. Because through here, we're going to be building out our own cross-chain bridge that's coming out soon. We have an mobile app for Android and iOS coming out soon. We have cross-chain swap. And we're also coming out with our DeFi social. Where is it? Here we go. As our investors. Yeah, we're also coming out with our own, even like DeFi Chat GBT as well. And so, what is the DeFi Chat GBT like? How does this work? So DeFi Chat GBT, I would say, is essentially a user can come to our dashboard and they can ask a question like, where can I get the top APY for my USDTD, USDC, for example, in Arbitrum, and it'll give you like the top pools, the top staking, the top projects where you're going to get the top APY specifically for that token on any particular project that you have a preference about. So it just allows you to find these opportunities so much faster, and also not just any opportunities, the best opportunities. And so, with the DeFi token just recently launched. So we're inviting like everybody to participate in it. It's DeFi is definitely going to be here for absolutely the long run. Our whole team is incredibly passionate about every single thing that's being built on the dashboard, every single tool and feature, but most importantly, our values are community first. So yeah, so we're essentially partnered with, I'd say, just about almost all the top blockchains in the world, including their top DeFi protocols, are our partners. And so yeah, so I'd say the token is available for very limited time. So we'd love to invite everybody to participate in it. I believe there's a link that you guys also have available as that users can use if they want to participate. Do you have this link available?
Yes, we have provided the link, and yes, people are eagerly waiting about the DeFi token sale. This was the most asked question on the Twitter section where we have announced our AMA. Most
Oh,
people have
really? Interesting.
right. Yes, so
That's
you
funny.
were just talking about the token sale. Let's just talk about the utility behind the token.
Sure. Yeah, so there's going to be quite a bit of utility behind this token. So for example, one of the utility is that users are going to be able to stake the DeFi token, and with that, they're going to be able to do a deeper, I'd say, security audit on, say, like a project, or contract of their choice. And so with the token, you can stake it, and it'll allow you to do a deeper audit on projects that you're interested in learning about more. And so the validators that are validating this or checking to see if this is getting approved, they'll get rewarded in the DeFi token as well. So users are going to be able to stake it. They'll also be able to participate into liquidity pools with the DeFi token. And also holders of the DeFi token will, because we're going to have on-chain governance, so holders of the DeFi token are also going to be able to participate in voting on very important decisions that determine, I'd say, the direction of DeFi, in its future and also its development as well. So, of course, the most holders, of the token will have more priority, voting power. Um, but but yeah, I think this is going to be like a really great direction that it's going in, because DeFi is really about protecting the community and also making opportunities in DeFi more and easily accessible to people. But simplifying it down, because I think the less barrier to entry, the better for people. And this is what DeFi is focused on. So yeah, definitely, we invite everybody to jump in as soon as possible before this round closes. Our first round was, I believe, like a week, maybe like a week or two ago, and we closed it in 5 hours because we reached our goal. We reached our $1 million goal in just the first 5 hours. It went by so fast. So this is our second round right now, and so I'd say get in before it's over.
Amazing. I mean, your first round was just closed in 5 hours, right?
Yes,
Hello.
absolutely. It went by really quick.
Okay. I mean, it is super quick. And like I said, because many people are already eagerly waiting, so the second round will close earlier. I mean, it will not take 5 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, thank you for telling us about the DeFi token sale and utility behind the token. And you also mentioned about the second round. We have already provided the link. And now let's just talk about some recent major achievements done by your project.
Sure, absolutely. So, for recent achievements, yeah. So I'd say like for recent achievements, there's been quite a lot. So, for DeFi major achievements, like DeFi, we're the first dashboard to support, I'd say, the most diverse, um, selection of chains, because I'd say a lot of the competing dashboards are limited to EVM only, unfortunately. And so with DeFi, you can access, like, if you're dabbling into DeFi, or even if you're just holding some cryptos, like saying Cosmos, Cardano, right? This is an example of all the chains that we support, right? So you can go in here and see there's a lot of Cosmos chains. You can even see your central exchange accounts balances. You can connect up to 8 of them, in here. So, but yeah, so in terms of like recent achievements, so yeah, and we built, like, I'd say, the world's largest database of crypto scams and exploits, great reliable resource for people to use whenever they're doing research on crypto scams. And we also launched the world's first crypto antivirus, which is now available for 13 chains. Anybody can scan, and it scans all chains at once. You don't have to pick one chain at a time just to see, what contracts are getting flagged. And so it's basically like an automatic audit for your wallet. It's a great tool, and even just the most beginner of beginner users can access and use it easily. They don't need to have a technical background to see something that's getting flagged and revoked. Also, we are the author of an we're the author DeFi sorry DeFi is the author of an Amazon bestseller book called The Wall Street Era is Over. You can find this on Amazon. It's a great book. It's the ultimate guide on DeFi. It talks about the OGs that started it, historical events, top exploits, and more. It's a very educational piece, and it's worth getting if you want to, learn about the fundamentals of DeFi. Also, DeFi, we have a really big marketing engine, and so we have our own YouTube channel. Everything there is organic subs. We don't do any paid ads. We focus mainly on creating daily educational material for the community to essentially just guide users on how to navigate the Web3 and DeFi space. So you can find interviews. We do tutorials on how to get started with different DeFi protocols, and also how to understand the different chain ecosystem landscapes. And then, of course, we've created the social profile, now that's recently launched. And, I'd say from this, communities you can build your own community, and you can connect with other like-minded people that are just like you in Web3. Plus, you can earn points and rewards just for simply engaging with tools that help protect you, and that allow you to learn more about DeFi opportunities. So that's amazing. Like, you're earning rewards to simply learn about the best opportunities that are out there. Right? Why not? And so with DeFi, we went from like 250,000 users in 2022 to over 650,000 daily active users today, and that's with over 9 million monthly visits for our DeFi dashboard. Plus, I'd say, and plus we have a token sale that's going on right now that's just announced. So this is just some of a few, I'd say, of our achievements to mention.
Yes, and community numbers are great. If I talk about, you just mentioned about the active users, and thank you for telling us about the major achievements. And also, we already have spoken about the world first crypto suit, antivirus suit. So that is also a kind of achievement, right? And now I'm very curious to take a look at your roadmap. Can you share with us?
Yeah, sure. One second. I will share the
And
roadmap.
thank you for that. And as you are sharing the roadmap, I would also ask if you just talk about the top things that we as a community should watch in the remaining year for DeFi.
Yeah, so I'd say watch out. There's a lot of, we're building so much and so quickly. And a lot of it is also because we have very good relationships with people in the industry. Um, and by good, I mean like we're here to support each other. So we're here to like work together. We just recently, here's a roadmap. Like we just recently hosted the very first Web3 security conference. Um, yeah, sorry. So user can come here and then they can take a look at the roadmap. But let's see. There we go. So let's go to 2003. This is just to give you, I guess, an idea, some general idea. But yeah, so we just recently hosted the very first Web3 security conference in Milan, Italy. I would probably say in all of Europe, and it was a sold out event. Um, so we're going to be hosting other events, this coming year. But in terms of the roadmap, as you can see, we have a lot going on. We have a lot more chains we're going to be integrating, more DeFi protocols. You can do custom yield alerts. So you can be alerted when, certain APYs are hitting a certain percentage. And also security alerts. We have that coming soon. We have a cross-chain bridge feature coming out soon. And yeah, and there's just, DeFi stablecoin app for Android and iOS. So there's a lot of super exciting things. So this is why this is going to be um, probably one of the biggest dashboards for DeFi. And by big, I mean because it's so robust in everything, in all the ways that it's going to be able to really, truly, in a meaningful way, support users in the DeFi space. So it's like having everything you could possibly need in one dashboard. Um, in terms of helping you manage things better.
Yes, indeed, it is a very big dashboard, and the roadmap also looks great. We'll keep our eyes open for updates then. So, before we move on to the next step of the AMA, would you mind telling us all the ways to get involved with DeFi?
Yeah, so I'd say like, come check us out, follow us on our Twitter, join our Telegram if you'd like to stay up to date with like, token updates and then also just like latest things that we're doing. So and how you can participate in the community and get involved. I think that it's a great way for you to connect with other like-minded people that are genuinely interested in DeFi. And I don't mean DeFi just our project. I mean just DeFi like this space and wanting to learn more and also teach each other. So you can check out our YouTube channel as well. You can just type in DeFi on YouTube. And so that's de.fi, right? So that's and you'll be able to find us there if you want to check out some educational content. So yeah, those are some of the best ways to follow us, get in touch, and get involved.
Definitely. And this ends our first round, Sonali. And before we get on to our next round, which will be the live questions, we'll pick it from the live chat in the Binance Live itself. And yes, and all the discussions we have indeed about DeFi clearly shows that why people are going crazy about DeFi. And yes, so this ends our first round, and let's just quickly go on to our second round. As I mentioned in the beginning, that the second round will be about the live questions. So where DeFi will also be selecting the three winners for the giveaway. So let me just quickly go on to the live chat and select five good questions. Right?
Yes, sure.
Let me go on to the chat. Let's just give them that 30 seconds to ask what they want to ask. I can see there is already a chat flood. So I have selected one question, and the user wants to know that does your project have audits? He also wants you to talk about the security system as nowadays there are a lot of threats about hacking and everything.
Yeah. So, I mean, in terms of, so we don't have any um, smart contracts really like on our dashboard. I mean, aside from the DeFi social profile and maybe like the token. So for the token, yes, it was audited. Absolutely. It was audited and it passed our, who audited us was Quill audits, Quill bits. Yeah, so that passed. And then in terms of security system, absolutely. So DeFi is very focused on security. And so this is one of our main focuses. So this is why we're pushing security so much. We're deeply interested in protecting more of the users because there's just so many scams. There's so many crypto scams. There's so many exploits going on, and the only way we're going to be able to really truly onboard, the next several million or billion or whichever of from people from Web 2 into Web 3 is if we start taking this more seriously and we start uh, making giving people the tools to protect themselves. And but like where you don't have to be technical, you don't need a technical background, you don't need to be an expert in Web3 or DeFi. We're simplifying this down where the most beginner of beginners can access these tools and just be alerted. We'll alert you, we do all the work. You just simply need we'll just inform you, and then from there you can make the decisions for yourself of what you'd like to revoke, or what you'd like to do from there. So that way the power is in the person's hands. We provide them information, we alert them of what's safe and what's not. And then they can use even more advanced tools if they prefer, like the scanner, if they want to like investigate certain smart contracts. So yeah, that's our take on security.
Yes, and indeed it answers all the questions related to the security and concern. Yes, and I mean, I would ask you, Sonali, if you are seeing the live chat, you can also help me selecting, if you can.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I closed all the windows because I wasn't sure if the audio was
It
going
would
to.
be, it would be great if you could just note down or just screenshot the username of that user.
Sure. Okay. Let me just take a look. I'll open it. So I am looking at it, but I don't see any live comments on my end.
One second, I can see the live session is going on and there are There is already a comments flood. I think you are opening a wrong link. Just refresh the link.
So this is the page that I'm on. Can you see it? Should I just refresh?
Yeah, I can say it. Just
So there's no
refresh.
comments yet. Okay, I'll refresh. So yeah, so this is what I'm seeing. There's no comments, unfortunately. You
One
could probably
second, let me check.
frame it.
If you could just close this tab and open the new link with from the Telegram, it would be great. I think this is the old link that you are opening.
Okay, are you sending me a message on Telegram?
Yeah. Just give me one. See, I have already sent you the link if you can check.
Okay, yeah, I think I found it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, here we go. That is. Okay, I see it. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll choose.
Yes, and if you face any audio issues, let me know. I'll select.
Okay. Okay, and should I share the questions in the Telegram?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so how many questions are we picking? Is it 3 or 5?
It's five, and I have already picked one, so you can pick four.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Many people are asking different questions, but most of the questions have already been discussed in the first part.
Yeah. Okay, so I picked these 4 questions.
Many people are asking what is the concept of being the Robin Hood of DeFi? I mean, is it something related to the DeFi social profile or something?
Yeah, I think for like the Robinhood of DeFi, it's it just essentially means that I think it's really around because DeFi covers so much area, and we're one of the leading projects in security, and then also just making it easier to find the best DeFi opportunities. And so when you combine security with helping you find the best DeFi opportunities, I mean that's a great that's a great meaningful way to be able to navigate this space more safely and also with more confidence, of course. Um, so that's the relation, because Robinhood was getting a lot of, I'd say, traction, for leading in, I'd say, Web 2, and so DeFi is leading it for Web 3.
Okay. It indeed answers everything related to Robinhood of DeFi. And let me see what else I can pick. And also there are many people asking, does DeFi have any plans to use AI, blockchain, or technology?
Yeah, maybe we'll go through the 4 questions I selected first, and then we'll keep it
Okay,
at
okay,
that.
right, right. Yes, and let me just pick the question you have selected. Like it goes with, why do you call yourself a DeFi antivirus?
Yeah. So for DeFi antivirus, the reason we call ourselves a DeFi antivirus is because um, we're building tools that are designed. So just like you have like McAfee, you have Web 2 antiviruses that will scan your computer, alert you if there's any like viruses, Trojans, etc. These kinds of things. So our tools do the same thing, except it does it in the Web 3 space. So instead of scanning your computer, our tools, and looking for Trojans and viruses, our tools will scan your wallets, right? So it'll scan all of your wallets that are specifically have smart contracts. So probably most of the EVM ones, and it'll alert you if there's any like risky tokens, risky NFTs, even if there's a risky smart contract. It could be a staking contract that you've approved, and it'll alert you and let you know specifically what those types of risks are. It'll give you examples of projects that were exploited as a result of that type of vulnerability, and it'll enable you the opportunity to revoke access and cancel those permissions. So that way, uh, protecting your investments and tokens in the process. So that's why
Right, right.
we're the crypto antivirus.
Now let's just talk about the tokenomics and its distribution and investing. If you could share something about it.
Yeah. So I would say the best way, um, I mean, maybe I'll share my screen. Instagram wallet. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I'd say the best way to take a look at the for vesting information, you're best to communicate with our team member. His name is Vadim, and you can find him on Telegram. You're welcome to reach out if you would like his Telegram access, but you can find him on our page. But also here, you can take a look at the white paper, right? So you can just click on the white paper here, and it'll provide you a lot of information around the tokenomics of the token, and utility, and also distribution as well.
Yes, and we have already answered 4 questions. So I'll select one last question and then we'll end this AMA. Yes, so the last question is that if you could explain DeFi crypto antivirus testimonial, it would be great.
Sure. So this is the DeFi crypto antivirus testimonials. So, if you were to go to, like on our page where it says DeFi API, security integrations. So, I mean, we have testimonials from many different projects, as you can see. We have testimonials from the co-founder of Phantom. The co-founder of Phantom has a testimonial. It says, as blockchain technology gains adoption and proliferates, so do threats. And so Phantom is pleased to welcome DeFi's Web3 Defense Suite to its ecosystem. We also have a testimonial from the senior vice presidents at Matter Labs. Matter Labs is the project that is behind ZK Sync, so like the creators of ZK Sync, and so they also are very pleased and happy with our crypto antivirus. Co-founder of Silo Chain, and also ecosystem lead at Moonbeam, and of course the co-founder of Shima Capital. So we have quite a few testimonials in regards to our crypto antivirus from I'd say some of the top projects in the space right now. And also if anybody wants to check out where we're mentioned specifically in regards to our crypto antivirus and also testimonials, you're welcome to click on any of these links and it'll take you to the articles that speak about the crypto antivirus and also additional testimonials.
Thank you for telling us about the testimonial, and this ends the five set of questions we have selected. And before we end this, as I have just by mistake selected one question, so if I may ask, when you guys will list your token and which exchanges we can expect?
So a lot of the exchanges are going to be, some of the exchanges are going to be exchanges that are already our investors, and we'll be releasing information in regards to its listing very soon. So the best place to keep updated with that is our community channel and announcement channel.
Yes, thank you for telling us about this token information and the updates. And yes, indeed, you selected the four question. All the questions have been answered, and this brings us to an end to this wonderful conversation. And you were kind enough to answer all the questions. All the questions answered that Sonali had selected and I have also selected will be rewarded. Point to that they have completed the required task. They have followed all the social media channels, be it a Twitter channel or a Telegram channel. And Sonali also mentioned in the above conversation about the social media profile. The link has already been given. So they must have created a profile in order to get the reward. Yes, so before we end this, Sonali, is there anything you would like to tell us?
Yeah, no, so I think that's about it. I mean, yeah, we love to invite everybody. Please sign up for the DeFi social profile. We're going to be selecting 5 random winners from there. Also, what I'd like to encourage you is to verify your account. So the way to verify is just verify your Twitter, your Telegram, your email will automatically get verified upon initial sign up. And yeah, we like to invite everybody also to the token page as well. Join us, participate. There's a limited time. It's going to be closing very soon. So everybody's welcome. And yes, join the revolution. Let's do it together.
Definitely. It was pleasure to have you here, Sonali. And yes, this ends our wonderful AMA. We'll be back soon with another exciting AMA. Hope everyone has a great time. Bye bye.